welcome to Everlasting Talk. Hello and welcome to Everlasting Talk. I'm your host, Ever. Please make sure to check us out on Instagram, X, Spotify, YouTube, Twitch, Kick. Get your merch on Spring, and coming soon, buy me a coffee. Today we are talking about Charlemagne. Charlemagne, often called the father of Europe, Charlemagne was both a warrior king and a visionary leader. From shaping laws to fostering learning, his legacy is one of ambition, innovation, and enduring influence. Join us as we explore the man behind the crown and his impact on the world we know today. Charlemagne was born on April 2nd, 747, or some historians earlier in 742, depending on who you ask or what source you look at. His place of birth is unknown, but some say modern Belgium or Germany. A member of the Frankish Carolingian dynasty, eldest son of Pippin the Short, the king of the Franks, and Bertrude of Lyon. He grew up during a time of expanding Christian influence and political consolidation. Charlemagne received training in military strategy, leadership, and governance, though his formal education was limited. He had early exposure to court life and Frankish politics. He spoke a form of Old High German, spoke Latin, and some Greek. His brother Carolingian would join him as co-rulers of the Frankish kingdom when their father Pippin died in 768. They had separate coronations, separate spheres of influence. They had an issue with Cotain. Carloman refused to engage in a conflict, much to the surprise of Charlemagne, resulting in a strife between the brothers, though it was resolved afterwards. Charlemagne suddenly died in 771, no cause of death, but it led Charlemagne to be the sole ruler. He took active measures to secure power where his brother had his spheres of influence due to preventing uprisings. His military campaigns after his brother's death led him to expand to modern-day France, Germany, Italy, and more. In 784, conquered the Lombards in Italy, earning the title the King of the Lombards. Led a 30-year campaign against the Saxons, defeating the Avars, expanding his influence in Eastern Europe. He was supported by the church, forming an alliance. In 1880, Pope Leo III crowned Charlemagne Emperor of the Romans on Christmas Day, reviving the idea of a continued Roman Empire in the West. He spent the last years of his reign consolidating the empire and addressing administrative issues. He crowned his son Louis the Pious as co-emperor and his grandson Bernard, the king of Italy, in 813, just in case, to make an easy transition if you ever were to pass away. On January 28th, 814, Charlemagne died in Aachen, modern-day Germany, from pulsemi, a sharp pain in the chest that lasted for 7 days. He was buried in Aachen Cathedral, which became a holy site for many people. After his death, the empire faced a fragmentation, leading to the Treaty of Verdun in 843, so led to over a 20-year conflict between Louis the Pious and Bernard, among others, dividing the empire into some modern borders we have today. His legacy is profound and enduring. Established a centralized system of governance, introduced Messi Dominic, where royal agents monitored local administration, fostered Carolingian Renaissance, a revival of learning and arts, leading to the expansion of education, promoted standardization of Latin script, encouraged reform practices within the church, spreading Roman oligarchy and practice in the empire. He was called the father of Europe for uniting Western and Central Europe, became a symbol of an ideal Christian ruler, balancing military prowess, devotion to faith, and governance. His reign sparked a cultural renaissance and preserved many classical works, contributing to the foundation of medieval philosophical doctrine and ultimately the Renaissance. This includes our look at Charlemagne's life and legacy, a monarch whose vision and leadership influenced the trajectory of European history, from uniting huge areas to igniting a cultural revival. His influence has endured throughout history. Whether you consider him a conqueror, a reformer, a symbol of unification, Charlemagne's narrative demonstrates on one leader's ambition that can have an enduring impact on the world. Some sources to check out, or some things to check out from him, is check out Einhard's Vita Carolingiani, The Life of Charlemagne, which provides a first-hand account of Charlemagne's court. Check out the Royal Frankish Annals, a record of events during his reign. There's other books and stuff you could check out too, as Janet Nelson's Charlemagne, the Man and the Myth, where it explores his life and influence. Also, Alessandro Barrero's Charlemagne, the Fall of a Continent, and Rosemond's McCurtick's Charlemagne, the Formation of a European Identity. Thank you so much for joining us here at Everlasting Talk. Again, I'm your host, Ever. Please make sure to check us out on Instagram, X, Spotify, YouTube, Twitch. Get your merch on Spring, and coming soon, buy me a coffee. Next time, we're talking about Plato. So turn on your notifications, and see you at the next episode. Bye. Thank you for listening to this episode of Everlasting Talk. For more content, follow us on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram at Everlasting Talk. Thank you.